Let's go. Pawn into the center. We're going to match that up. Nice and easy. I understand this move throws you off, my friend. It's quite the move, I know. Take your time. Take your time. This would stump anyone. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I get it. It's tough to handle. It really is. That's a capture. Okay. Get our 2 knights out. Bishop out or pawn up. Both are valid. You know, we are up here in level 2. So we're going to go for the pin here. Is this safe or not? The center. Oof. I'm telling you, a move like this, that's something that'll get the boys in trouble. Let's be tempered here. We might be in level 2, but let's not try to hit grand slams here. Knight needs to move. 2 squares. Going to choose the nice, safe option of knight here. First game of the day. First game of the day. First one. Well, I don't think we're keeping this knight. I'll say that. I will say that. And we need to make sure we castle. So we need to block this here. I guess we have quite a number of ways to block in the current position. What are we doing here? Bishop, knight. I mean, they've already moved, so my feeling is not to move them again. Just go with the queen. Offer a queen trade. It's the best we can do. I'm not loving the outcome here. First game of the day. First game of the day. Queen d7 is a thinker. I mean, trade, right? Who are we kidding? He can't take my knight, because if he takes, then knight c2 is going to fork the king and the queen. So you do want to stay away from that move. Damn it. Voodoo didn't work. Okay, well, that's no longer a pin, so let's make sure to just get that trade in there. And okay, we've got to get developed here. We have a trade to make, so we'll go and do it. Our bishop can't really get out there, so I think it's going to be a bishop d6 moment. Bishop out to g5. I think it's time to go ahead and get castled. Let's take that. Okay. Only got one move, so here goes nothing. Well, funny you should ask. Of course I want to bring my rooks into the middle. Always. We're only down a piece, right? Only down a piece. Well, our king can't really move. And I see there's a mate here. So we'll just play this to stop checkmate. Feeling pretty good about that. Okay. It worked. It definitely worked. What are we going to be able to do here? Queen to h5. We can see the moves are brewing here. They really are. I know it looks like all hope is lost, but I still think we're fighting the good fight here. We're going to bring the rook up into the middle of the board. Maybe looking to double, stack them on top of one another, and show our guy here who's in charge. Don't lose hope yet. I'm going to double up here. I'm feeling a little bit of pressure on my king, just a little bit. There's a red dot that I cannot get out of. I would love to. Give me an opportunity. I'll make it happen, but I don't see it. I don't see it happening. Now let's double up here. And at this point, I think we're hitting him and quitting him over here. Okay, I guess he's making a threat I can't really do anything about. Yeah, I'm not too sure here, guys. That looks pretty damn tough to handle, doesn't it? I got nothing here. I don't even know what the guy's doing. He's going to double up on me here. Okay. Take a nice trade there. Well, at least if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die a habits player to the bitter end. In the center. At least I went down with honor. Well, that's pretty much how the first game of the day is expected to go, I would say. You know when I say, oh, first game of the day, and then we win the game, and you think I'm kidding? No, this is actually how I expect the first game of the day to go. Tough. Yeah, you might be playing moves like this, but I tell you, you're probably going to get in more trouble than you'd like to be in doing stuff like that. I think this is a level above. Remember, pin is this right here. That's a basic tactic. This is kind of using a basic tactic in order to kind of do a secondary tactic or make a secondary threat. It's not really basic at that point. I used the example the other day of like, if you pin something, that's the tactic. But if you use the pin in order to achieve something else, now it gets a little bit more advanced here. But a little bit unlucky. This fork was right there for us. What was the culprit here? C4. C4, right? We do not do well against the Queen's Gambit. It's just, it's something we take and then we lose the center. It's tough. It's not something that we excel at, right? This opening has never gone well for us. So this was the culprit right here. E5 is a safe square. M unchained, perhaps you didn't hear what I just said. It's a square that you can't trust as safe, right? Again, knight to E5 is using a tactic. We're going to look at this and see the knight there. To look at this and see the knight and process the pin, that's way more advanced than where we're at right now. Right now, we're at basic tactics. That means even me getting my bishop there to pin the knight, that's where we're at. That's our level. And that's all you need to be at. Simple fork, skewer, pin, discovered check. But when you start going beyond and you're trying to use those tactics to achieve other things, the example I used last time is great definition. If you get into a position where you're looking at something like this, right? If you're playing the move queen g3 here, this is well outside of the scope. Yes, it's a safe move, but this is not where we want to be right now. You could say, oh, it's just a pin. Completely wrong idea. This is not at all where we want to be. You try stuff like this, you're getting way too fancy, way too fast. We do not have the credentials, don't have the authorization to be in this building. So we're sticking to basics. Even just being able to fork, being able to pin something. I'm happy with that right now. Okay? Just because you see an opportunity to maybe play a move that you check with the engine, like, oh, that was the better move. That's the wrong way to approach the habits. Right? If you're going to correct every move to the better move, you're getting way too specific. All of a sudden, the macro rules are not being applied. So you have to look at it generally and not just specifically, oh, in that position, that was better, so I'm going to start doing that. But then in all the other positions where it's not good, you're still going to be doing it. So calm down. It's only game one. Took one loss. Let's temper ourselves here. It's game one. We're supposed to lose this game. Come on. We never win game one. Don't try to be more. Just try to be. Pawn into the middle. Then the knight. We pretty much know this knight is going to be the next one to move unless there's some capture we can do. So let's go here. Don't know what that's all about, but I do know that my next move is the bishop controlling the center. Plain and simple. We go for the quick castle. It's on our opponent. We got snorkel moves here, but I'm looking at a little bit of a more aggressive move. We're in level 2. Our opponent has made no effort to take the middle of the board. So yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit more space here with this, but we're gonna be right back to the usual in a sec. And look at that, we gained a bunch of space, and what's our opponent doing? Breaking the most important rule of habits, right? You never put your bishop in front of the pawn like that. Awful. Never. This is a horrible move, and it's horrible for that reason, but obviously here, it's horrible for a different reason. We have a fork. Now, this is what's called a basic tactic. What's this move? Oh my goodness. You're gonna tie me up, blindfold me, and force me to take a free piece? Modern day torture. If this guy does not play this move, it could get even worse for him, because if he goes here, you already know we're snorking. He says he doesn't want the smoke. He's on to the next game. The guy barely got 10 moves off. It's that simple. Not only did we follow habits to succeed, but he also broke them. Like, broke some cardinal rules. Never put the bishop there. This is a great example why. Took the free piece, and it was that easy. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, the haters are real quiet right now. Another rule that he broke was resigning the game. That was another bad idea. Into the center. The knight comes out. Let's see how he wants to play. He's going to go with the bishop. We know damn well not to bring the knight out, so we're going to match. Just to make sure that's covered. Pawn up. Now it's time to bring our knight. Get castled ASAP. Do we care about that? 3 + 3 = 5 + 1. This guy wasn't in math class, evidently. It's a good thing we attended. We want to get our king out. Oh, especially with a red dot like this, that's going to be a great prompt for me to get the heck out of Dodge. Okay, let's continue here. Get developed. Hit the center. You know, we want to get our queen up. We want to get our habits move in there. Okay, let's bring our queen up. Our rook needs to join the middle. It could also go here because it is a wide open file. So that's a red dot. Hang on a second. Let's make sure not to make that mistake. Okay, let's get that snorkel in. Obviously, we'll trade that. Okay, and with our hawk-like vision, we're able to see a basic tactic here. Our guy's already suffering after that sacrifice. It's not getting any better after this. Queen here. Let's scoop up our material. Rook needs to join the middle. As I said, a wide open file. Great place for the rook to be. Happy to bring it here as well and, you know, line up with the queen. The middle would be perfectly fine, but I think you guys are starting to get used to the fact that, hey, if there's no f-pawn there, your rook doesn't need to move away from it. Most likely, it's already on a fantastic square. Let's hit some RPMs. There's no red dot here, not yet. Don't need to be concerned about that. Random pawn moves to seal the deal over here, you know, pass some time. Okay. Get those pawns up there. Nothing to think about. Nothing to think about. Okay. Okay. Bishop back towards the center. Okay. Bishop back. So he's moving back into a red dot. Interesting. All right. Well, let's maybe get out of this and perhaps make a nice little threat of our own. Just a little pin, simple pin. Don't mind if I do. And this is also a trade, which is pretty nice, right? We're always looking for trades here. Let's get these RPMs out, right? We've got, an extra knight here. Got a few more RPMs to utilize. Knight into the center can't really happen right now. But in order to really activate the rest of our RPMs, we got to move this knight. So I'm not really sure what the best thing to do is, to be honest. But I want to move my queen and maybe move the knight here and then push the pawn. We've done something like that before. So let me move this queen here. Stay central and then bring the knight, push the pawn. That's all I've got. Ooh, queen there. Looking a little suspicious, but I've learned my lesson about moving pawns in front of my king. Let's just stick to our plan and not try to be a hero here. Okay, pawn up. Well, obviously we'll capture that. Rook takes, and okay, we can make a nice fork right here. Attack both of those things. And we do have a trade coming up. It's going to be another trade right there. And again, we've got our snorkel for our king, so we're nice and safe. Let's offer a trade with him in the center. Don't mind this at all. And we're in the end game after the queen's trade. For now, I would say it's still on the riskier side to start bringing our king out. But, for example, now we're definitely ready. King into the middle. No hesitation. King into the middle. Let's get some RPMs in here. Use our pieces to attack our opponent's pawns. Our king can't really do more in the middle. I mean, we're pretty central right here. Can't get all the way in. Use our pieces to take our opponent's pawns and leave it at that. Okay, use pushing pawns here. We're already attacking this. Can't really attack it more. Let's finish off our RPMs, and now we got to use our king. Okay, well, let's not lose this bishop. Got to use our king here. Okay. Looks like the only entry in the position is to like move up like that. So let's move this bishop and attack something in the center here. And just use our king. The king can do everything. Okay. Strong king. Okay. Another move. We're still going. The king. And he's not even going to make us prove it. How many times have we actually had to deliver that mate at the end of the game? Not too many. People are resigning when you should probably be making your opponent prove it. There's no reason these guys should be resigning. We know because ourselves, we don't always get the win. And we've seen our opponents mess it up enough that that should be enough confidence to never resign. Truly never. Why would you? You're throwing away points. We remember we had a lone king against our opponent with a minute and a half. Rook, bishop, all the pawns. And what happened in that game? Stalemate. After a game like that, you can never resign again. A lot of forks. Well, that's a big step up from level 1, right? We wouldn't be seeing any of those. So just the basic addition of tactics did help us in this game in particular. But you know what helped us the most? Just that understanding in the opening, not to get hit with this move. And Buddy was so excited to do it, he didn't understand. We've been to math class. Like, this doesn't work. Not preschool anymore, my friend. Red dot's not going to work. And boom. After this, it felt like we were in the driver's seat. We're at 9:58. Let's continue. Into the middle, right? The knight comes out and joins. Obviously, we got to capture. Got our 2 knights here. Let's make sure to get a pawn in the center. And now we can focus on developing. Our bishop, well, we weren't going to go there anyway. That square is not available on c4, so let's hit the center with bishop d3, right? Castle. You guys should have a pretty good idea of the next couple moves. All right, there we go. Got the h3 snorkel. Got the rook coming to the middle. We have this bishop that needs to hit the center. This square is taken, but you know what? I see an opportunity maybe to get a pin in. We are in level 2. Let's give it a go. Here. And we're not going to take, right? That's the whole point. And get the rook to the middle of the board. Once again, hitting the center. If we get hit with this, what are we doing? We're definitely taking a step back, right? That's important. Okay, queen needs to move. Let's get up here. Okay, queen's up. Queen moves. Bring the rook into the middle. Keep it nice and simple. Knight's out. Bishop's happy. Not complaining. All right. Buddy's hitting us over here with the I don't know what. Queen takes our pawn. I think we've got everything going. Like we're happy with everything so far. So time to hit him with the RPM. Got all of our pieces out. Got to be feeling good. Okay, he's back. I mean, let's finish up this RPM right here. Think about what comes next. All right. What are we thinking? What do we usually do? RPM's taken care of. I'm thinking knights into the middle of the board. I'm thinking doubling the rooks. Those are my usual plans. So knight into the center, right? Those are the two main plans. Stack the rooks, knight into the middle. Those are my most reliable. Once you've got rid of your RPMs, but he takes our pawn in the center, and oh, perfect. After knight takes here, we can hit him with the basic tactic. Feels good to be level 2. I tell you, it's a privilege. Not everyone can play like this, but what a sucker. Okay, I could have sworn that I have been working on it. I've been drilling that tactic. Could have sworn this is exactly what it looked like. Amazing how it always looks easier when you're drilling it. Okay, a little awkward, but we stay in the pocket here. We don't overreact. Move our knight. Couldn't go central. Get that last RPM up there. That's what I'm thinking. I have to go back and review that one because I swear we were busting out a tactic on him. I don't know how I'm doing the math here, and it's not happening. All right, let's continue. RPM, right? Okay, let's obviously take. Look at this guy. This guy, he thinks I'm stupid. Just give that a good squint here. Who does he think he is? He thinks that this is grade school. Like I'm gonna fall for that. I think the game so far has evidenced that we are definitely not stupid. Let's take. You would have taken it. It's okay. You'll be stronger next time. You'll be stronger next time. You'll show more resolve. Well, I see something hanging, and I don't necessarily see how we're going to defend it. So let's bring our knight maybe back to one of those good central squares. Best I got. Best I've got here. Okay, the rook is hitting our queen. I have to defend this knight, and I have to defend this knight. I guess there's literally only one option. I guess we've got to go here. Not thrilled, but the good thing about a bad position is that it's easier to find a good move. All your moves suck anyway. Every move you make should be improving your position. All right, the guy's taking us, and, well, I'd love to take it back, but I know damn well that I can't hang a piece here, so while I'd like to, sadly, I think we need to play this ridiculous-looking knight capture. Yeah, I'm not proud here, but here it is. I mean, this is the position. This is what we got. Okay. What are we... What's next? What's next? Our knight's pretty bad. I feel like we got to bring that thing back into the game, you know? Don't like to have that knight back there. Oh my god, this guy's just a show off. Chill, my guy. Chill. We get it. I can't take you. At this point, you just got it out for me. So our knight's being attacked 3 times, being defended twice. I can't add support with this knight. Yeah, I mean, I never want to play a move like this. You guys know the only reason is if we're going to be losing material, so my hands are tied. My hands are tied. We got to go for f4. Do not like. Okay, well, let's take that one back. That I think we can do. Stay in central here. Oh my goodness, but lay off, would you? Lay off. Like, give me just 1 second where I'm not dealing with you. Queen into the middle of the board. I mean, this guy's just getting on my nerves here. I can't take it. I understand. I'm gonna move the queen straight into the center. Obviously, would trade that. No problem at all. Oh, nice. Got a free piece here. Only a sucker would blunder that. Fair. Stay in the center here, and I don't know what we're doing with the king, but I'm gonna get away from the action, I think. Just kind of leave the queen in the center, and we'll stay central. Okay. And we can get some pre-moves. Wow. Phenomenal. Pre-moves. Amazing. How did we win that game? Wow, we literally moved back and forth. Insane technique. Wow. So hard to replicate. That was probably super advanced. Wow. You guys will never be able to do that. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I understand the end of that game is probably going over most of your heads there, but well, we had 5 seconds, and so I decided to take my piece here and move it somewhere and then move it back. And then move it back and then move it back and then just do that forever. That's it. Try it. Thanks, Balverine, for the new Prime sub and 53 months from Fen buying gold. Cheers, Fen. Pretty decent game right here. I have to look at this little tactic here because I thought we were cooking. What happened? Normally, this is a tactic. Oh my goodness. Dude, it was a tactic. My instincts didn't fail me. But we had to take this. No, but bishop takes and then takes here. This is crazy. No, ain't no way I'm finding that. Yep, that's a little bit too much. So it's nice to see that, you know, it's kind of confirming that this is actually a good move. Still, the instincts are right. But we needed this. That's a lot. But the basic tactic of that discovered check, discovered attack, it still works. So I'm not going to give up on it. It's nice to see. I'm filled with confidence once again. Unlucky. Most of the time it would just work straight up. Chalk it up to bad luck. But hey, got the dub anyway. We're not concerned. Next. Huh? Okay. Either this guy knows nothing about habits or he knows everything. Okay, we got the knights out. Pawn in the middle. Buddy has not committed anything to the center, so I don't feel bad just grabbing the entire center. Okay, let's hit him with a snorkel, matching his energy. Take it with the queen and make sure we get developed here. Bishop developing into the center to also protect our pawn. Feels pretty nice. This other bishop looking to get out. Everybody's hitting the center. Everybody's happy. We can get castled nice and safe. Rooks into the middle. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing here, guys. This is a pretty sweet position. Nice and easy to play. He goes here. Don't really know what that's all about, but it's time for the RPM. Okay, the knight moves out. Let's keep hitting him with the RPM here. Okay. A little bit annoying. We'll attack the knight. You attack me, I attack you. Also maybe gets ready for me to double. It's possible. Could take with the rook, could take with the queen. Don't really mind either one of them. We'll just go ahead and do this. Okay, bishop there. I think we conclude our RPMs here. Let's keep hitting him. Queen's attacked. I'm going to stay central. Right? Keep supporting our center here. Going to drop the queen back. He decides to bring the queen out. I think it's, well, finish off the RPMs, right? Okay. Wait a minute. We just trapped his queen. Oh my God, what? We're so good at chess. It's crazy. Wow. Unbelievable. Huh. Would you look at that? Amazing. Look at the coordination. Oh my goodness. Wow. 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 Unbelievable. Just a couple random pawn moves, and all of a sudden, Buddy doesn't have a queen anymore. See you next game, pal. That's just how good the habits are. RPM, random pawn move. You can't tell me that this was intentional. We just chucked pawns up. In fact, we lost a pawn. Then we just chucked the rest of the pawn up. Moved our pieces when they were getting attacked, stayed central. And all of a sudden, Buddy doesn't have a queen. Tell me how that works. All right, bishop is under attack. Well, let's keep it central. Okay, rook takes. I like that he's continuing to fight here. That is important. I do respect that. Let's double up the rooks in the middle here, and I guess we've got some RPMs to conclude here. Okay, that's a capture, of course. Bishop needs to stay central, so I think we've got this move here. I have to admit these rooks are a little bit ridiculous now, so I might shift them over, make a little bit more sense there. Okay, knight into the middle by him makes a lot of sense. What are we going to be doing here? Looking for trades. Probably looking to relocate these pieces. Definitely looking at rook here, potentially. Shuffle them that way. Trades. I'm not sure that we can get trades here, but let's start with this one. As I said, smart of our opponent to play on. Very smart. Okay? Way too many people are just not. They're for some reason they're not playing on. I don't know why. It's always worth it. Okay. Guy goes rook to e1. All right. What can we do here? Got a rook in the center. We still don't really want to move any of these pawns in front of rook king. We don't have any more RPMs over here. Bishop is hitting the center here, but in the interest of trades, I don't mind hitting this knight. Looks like a pretty nice move. Oh. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, this is a little uncomfortable here. Let's stay central and kind of get out of the pressure there. Do you guys see at least why it's important to play on? We have an extra queen, but I wouldn't say I'm not sitting here saying this game is like insanely easy. Not at all. Let's move this rook. We want to stay central, and here at least we can still double the rook. So I'm just going to drop back one square. You guys keep suggesting moves like f6, but man, we've had bad experiences in the past moving pawns in front of our king in the hopes to maybe win a piece or two. Unless it's absolutely necessary. I don't love it. I never have. All right. What can we do here? Guys doubling up. I mean, what can we do? Let's do the same. Double up ourselves. Okay, brings the bishop back. Oof. What can we do here? Need to try to trade some pieces. It feels like way too long that pieces are just not being traded here. How about a trade? No, we'll go back to hitting the center from this direction. I mean, give me something here. My goodness, dude. Trade a damn piece with me, would you? Now we've got some pressure here. I feel like I got to get out of the way. Not liking this. Okay. Again, really don't know. He's got this wall that I can't really get by here. Let's rook in the center, attack a piece. I'm hoping that he goes for something here because I've been to math class. That doesn't quite cut it. Okay, hang on a second. He's going knight here, but that's a free piece. Let's take a free piece. Okay, we got a free knight. Perfect. Maybe offer a trade here in the middle. I don't know what the damage was there, but I've still got a queen, so we must be completely winning. The queen, let's get a nice snorkel there. Okay, kind of put these pieces together here. Over there. Let's stay central. Okay, can't take that. We'll lose our queen. Should take some of our opponent's pawns. Don't mind that. Interesting. Our friend. He has a snorkel and he's still getting checkmated on the back rank. What happened, bro? What happened? Your snorkel doesn't work like mine. He did it to himself. Back ranked. Couldn't be me. Imagine getting back rank mated with a snorkel. Downright embarrassing, bro. Downright embarrassing. Couldn't be me. That's never happened to me. That was fortunate. I think if we started collecting the pawns like was our plan, I'm not sure we would have managed with 4.6 seconds. We would have had to maybe go for our tried and true pre-move technique. I'm not sure we would have been able to make it work. That was a 2000 move there. I see what you mean. Playing checkmate in one, on the back rank, checking the opponent's king with our most powerful piece. Yep, pretty advanced there. Oh, sorry, not that one. Queen b3 was the 2000 move. Right. A 2000 move. Yeah, attacking a pawn. Apologies there, guys. Apologies. Queen b3, way too strong. Yep. Attacking a pawn is it's a crime these days. Out of our tax bracket. Not allowed to attack a pawn. No. We're not talking about queen b5. You know, that obviously that's not a good move. Winning the pawn directly. Queen b3. Queen b3 is a real problem here. I see what you guys mean. Oh, sorry. Again, I'm not understanding. Queen b3 is a 2000 move because obviously rook a2 is the expected reply. Makes the most sense. Very logical move. And, oh, I see. Okay. All planned, I see. Got it. Well, we'll just have to chalk it up to a massive compliment. We saw this entire thing. Okay, thank you very much. I'll take it. Forced mate. Yeah, queen b3. I didn't realize. Forced mate in 2. Hawk-like vision strikes again. We take out Sandy. We're at 973. We can't be stopped. Into the center with e4. The knight follows. Our other knight is waiting in the wings. There it is. We got our nice looking setup here. Oh, this guy's... He thinks he's one step ahead of me. He thinks he's one step ahead of me. But people have been doing this for way too long. Truly, way too long. This has hit us left, right, and center. The amount of times that we have dropped a piece to this is ridiculous. If someone even encroaches on this side, immediate queenside snorkel, right? We need the double snork. It's the only way. Then we can save our bishop, and now we feel comforted by this escape square. Let's get castled. Obviously, we've got pawn to h3. The snorkel over here. Feeling pretty good. We've got this move coming, right? We want to get our bishop out. Feeling great. Position is looking splendid. Hang on. Big problem here. Red dot. Let's get out of the way. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, let's get this bishop out. Right, hitting the center. These squares are all covered. Let's go for a trade. And let's go for a trade. Just kind of makes things easier. Trade, trade, trade. Get our queen up. Rook's into the middle of the board, I think. Okay. Rook's on into the middle. Not bad, not bad. And at this point, I think we're in RPM territory. Our knight's attacked. Okay. Well, I've only got 2 options, so much as I don't want to, I can't feel that bad about it. Okay, trade that. No problem, no problem. Okay. Yeah. Can't say I'm loving what I'm seeing here. But we just have to stick with the habits, right? Just stick with them. They'll get me out of this, surely. They'll save me. Trust the process. Always trade, they said. Always trade. Yeah. Okay. A little tough there. There was really a moment where we had every piece developed, center everything, and somehow we're worse. And Betty just clocked us on the H file. So, man, I mean, I don't even know what's wrong with the position here. How is it possible? These guys are the ones it feels the worst to lose to. But you just got to trust the process here. We've taken some dirty L's, I would say. Some real nasty ones. Unspeakable horror. Feels like there's no remedy. But the good thing is, does this happen every game? No, it does not. Do we get absolutely destroyed every time it happens? Yes, we do. Is that the very small minority compared to the total games? Yes, it is. We're at 965. We're not looking to reevaluate our life after one loss. Think big picture. Has this slowed us down? Maybe at times, but big picture, has it slowed us down? No. No. This guy's 950. Playing chess like this, he might hand me an L or two. But we stick to the habits, we're never going to see him again. He's not in our tax bracket. This guy's going to be 950 a year from now. It's going to be 950 2 years from now. We won't have to deal with him anymore. Just got to tough it out. Rada, thanks for the 23 months with Prime. Giberna, 23 with Prime as well. Itachi, 31 months with Prime. And Bazmaniac, 52 months. Good to see you again, bud. Rada, I'm assuming you're tuned into habits because every time we double the rooks, we stack them. Can only imagine. Charlie, I think I've seen a few people use them. These are the DT990 Pros. A very solid pair. Gotta gatekeep it, Cluxton. It's way too powerful to be handing out. Let's jump into the next one. Pawn into the middle. The knight follows. We already know our next one. Here it is. The bishop comes out. We want to get right. Oh, ugh. What the hell is that move from Buddy here? Good lord, pal. Oh my goodness, makes me sick to my stomach just looking at that. Let's get our snorkel out here. We're castled. Get this pawn into the middle. Let's get our bishop out. And, I mean, we can go a little more aggressive here with a nice Pinsky-Lewinsky. Knight in. This is probably the only thing we've seen. If we're in the pin there and we can get the knight in, I've seen good things happen. Okay, he goes back. Let's make sure to just trade. Let's trade. Bring the rook into the middle. Honestly, better things have happened when I've brought the knight in there. This probably isn't one of the top ones, so that's okay. We trade. Bring our queen up. Rook's coming over. You don't see me stressed. This game is looking easy to play. All right. Let's get right on in there. Oh, that's a trade. You know it. Trade, 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 trade. And hit him with the RPMs, ladies and gentlemen. RPMs. Okay, that's a big trade right there. Big trade right there. I mean, we're just trading, trading, trading. Offer him another trade. And remember, we are in an endgame. It is time to bring our king into the middle. So let's do it. Not waste any time. He wants to attack our pawn here. We could defend it. A little something, something. Bring our king towards the action. Okay, we're getting our king in. Obviously, we want to trade that. Let's see what we can do here. Bring our king up. Try to hit the guy's rook. Oh, rook into the middle. Okay, well, let's give him a nice check here. And, oh, perfect, the trade. Awesome. All right. Well, let's kind of stay central here. Okay. I guess we're got some RPM, RPM. All right. Well, RPM. I'm going here. Can't stop me. Take that. Take. Holy fuck, he's a genius. Holy shit. We're dead lost now. Oh my god. He created a pass pawn. We have 3 of them. And he can't stop them. And he has 1 that I can stop. Absolutely unreal technique here in the endgame from our guy. What did I just witness right here? Truly a 900 moment. Queen into the center of the board. I mean, what is our guy up to? That is up there because you guys know damn well that he meant to do this. The way he played this and this was like to create a path. I'm like, he meant to do that. There was no slipping. This was one of the moves of all time. H5. 1 of 1, folks. 1 of 1. Diabolical move. I have no words for this. All we did was sit in the pocket, play some habits, and we got guys doing this. Can you believe it? I mean, what is this? He fully meant this. All my guy had to do was just take it. Just recapture the damn thing. And we're dead. We're completely dead. H5. I can't describe that move. Why do we not resign? This right here. Look at, like, how could you possibly resign a game in good faith after seeing this? Madness. We'll take the dub. What can I say? That's a shocking moment. I still can't believe it. I think the reason it's so, I mean, look, we all make mistakes, but he has an extra pawn. So this is the definition of doing too much. He already has an extra pawn. He doesn't need to be a hero here. All he's doing is thinking about his position, right? All he's doing. Right? I mean, you're sitting in traffic and you have a destination that's straight ahead. Doesn't matter that the traffic's flowing the other direction. This guy just accelerates. He's like, I have my plan. I will execute my plan. There's no spatial awareness, nothing. Nobody else is also trying to do something. Nope. It's just him in his world. That's it. After this, these pawns, they just disappear into the air. They just evaporate. They're not there. He's succeeded. He succeeded on his mission to create a pass pawn. Congratulations. These pawns gone. Vanished. That's the only explanation. Right? He's just PvE. Bad Kip, thanks for the 51 months. Good to have you back. Hi, Liger Bim Bam. 9.5-year badge going on 10. Going on 10. And he is getting damn close. You know he's getting close because our 10-year stream anniversary is coming up. And his 10-year sub anniversary is also coming up. The guy has been here since the beginning. 116 months. From Hi Liger Bim Bam. Wow. Welcome back, buddy. Yeah, that guy's, he's grandfathered in. He's got an all-access pass. Any room. We're at 973, and if our opponents are playing like this, I feel like this is going to be an easy ascent. We just need more of them. Load ABD. We are doing our best gatekeeping impression here, ABD. Believe me, people have been inquiring, but naturally, this remains our secret. You can smell 4 digits. Is it that close by? All right. Pawn in the center, we match. Knight out, no problem. Bishop out, no problem. Pawn up, that's a capture. He's going pawn up. I got to get this bishop out. We cannot go there or there, so I guess I'm going for a pin here at level 2. Right? Kind of get our pawn up. Get castled next, I suppose. Okay, he's castled, so it's not really a pin anymore. I guess I'm going to take it. And castle. Okay. Goes here. Let's take that. Always capture. That's another trade. Just trading everything here. What the... We took his piece and he didn't just take it back, and instead he's giving us another piece. I mean, who are these guys? What am I looking at here? Okay, bishop into the middle and defend that piece, I guess. Ay, ay, ay. Incredible scenes here, folks. Incredible scenes. Bishop back. All right, I guess we snorkel up here. Snorkel up. Rook into the middle. He's taking pawns. I mean, brother, I've already got, like... I've got everything from you. I don't care about these pawns here. I'm just a guy trying to finish some habits. Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Queen needs to move. I mean, I guess we'll stay central here. Looks like a pretty good move. Okay, queen's hit. I mean, always check the center first, I guess. Looking central here. Looking central. Okay. Bishop there. I mean, let's start with trade, right? Let's go for another trade. Trades are just the easiest part of the game for us. We're also ahead material, so it's even better, but we would do it anyway, as you guys know. Then I look into the center. This is the one we can do safely, so we will. Okay, pawn up. I mean, rook in the center is a nice, easy move, but offering a trade here is clearly an easy move to play. Everything's wide open here in terms of the file, so it's really easy to put your pieces on decent squares. That's a trade. We're not gonna blink. Knight needs to move. We obviously can't stay in the center. We also can't return to our nice square. So I'll choose the next most central square that I can think of here. Still attacking the center, feeling good. And maybe this knight could even go here, which attacks the center once again. Rook to b1. I think we will relocate our knight to that pretty nice looking square. Hitting the center, also ready to take a pawn and jump into the center. It's also the end game, so it's time for our king to join. Let's take a pawn right in the middle of the board. And yeah, I think we want to get our king out. Even if you're ahead pieces like this, don't forget about the simple, bring the king in. You can't do it with just your pieces alone. The king is always helpful. And he's going to resign. He's not even going to play it on. I mean... What are we complaining about? We don't even have to show our work here. The guys are just giving up. Not bad at all. Back in for more habits. G Madrid multitasking effectively. Hello, G Madrid. I mean, this is feeling a little too easy right now. I think they got the Temu 900s out this morning. Big win for habits, G Madrid. Let's not slow down. All right, Iggy. Or not. Or not. We don't have to. If you don't feel comfortable, we don't need to do this. Well, clearly, people are scared to even step in the ring. Okay, we're up against... Oh, yeah. Pawn into the middle. We just match what they do. Keep it simple. Easy to remember as well. I don't know what the lad is cooking up over here, but hey, he's got the RPMs going strong, doesn't he? Respect. Okay, we've got to take this one, of course. Okay, this is it's a free pawn, I think. What else do we got here? Okay, go for a trade here. I would just play e6, but I think we can get our pawn all the way in the center. Looking pretty solid, right? We want to get our other bishop out, get castled. The important question here, guys, is, when is our opponent going to play this move? Is it going to be right now? Is it going to be a couple moves from now? Just have to wait and see. Okay, he goes there. Let's bring our bishop out, right? Hitting the center. Knight goes back. I don't know what the guy's doing. Let's make sure to get castled here. Of course, we got a beautiful snorkel incoming. Bishop gets attacked. Let's stay central. And that looks like a trade. Snorkel up. This is looking pretty nice here. Oh, even another trade. Don't mind if I do. Okay, rooks on into the middle. We have our snorkel. We can start to bring our king in as well, right? Knight in. We can even provide a little defense here and also stack the rooks. Okay, and a couple RPMs over here. King into the middle. And it's starting to look like a position, isn't it? Okay, I guess bring our king in. We've stacked the rooks, bringing our king in, RPMs, knight into the middle, right? So I would say this looks like the next one. Obviously, take everything in sight. Can't quite bring our king in. So I guess we'll go as central as we can. Now what? Now what? He took away my knight into the middle move. We can still go here. That looks like a pretty good one. It also allows us some more RPMs. So definitely like the look of this. Okay, I actually have to move the knight again. I was hoping to just get some RPMs going, but I guess we got to take this. Some RPMs over here. Random pawn moves, still waiting to be played. We got the rook stacked in the middle. The king's also in the middle, but I wish I could step forward. Unfortunately, I can't right now. But with that last move, and combined with my hawk-like vision, nice little fork right there. And whoa, holy, what the heck is this? Bro literally has every piece hanging at the same time. What? Like, is this a tactic? I don't know. Let's bring our rook back into the center here. Okay. Let's bring our king into the middle. I mean, where are we really going? Knight into the middle here. What's happening? That's a trade. Boom. King into the middle. Finally, we have access. I don't know what just happened there. We trade everything, of course. There's nothing but blue skies ahead. And they always resign. They never make us do a checkmate. We've never even been at risk to stalemate because no one makes us do the checkmates. It's never even been an issue. And yet, we have made our opponents do a checkmate every single game, and we've had so many draws. Or sometimes even wins if they're low on time. We'll never learn how to checkmate because we don't need to. You guys have a rook checkmate in the bag, that's all you're going to need. That'll take you all the way. $9.89. Can it really continue this way? It's feeling too easy. He does still have a pawn, exactly. You just never know. Right? This is a perfect example of like, you truly never know. Guy wants to take a pawn. It's possible. It's possible. There's just it's senseless. No reason to not play it on. We're dealing with sub 1000s here. I wouldn't trust them with anything. We're at 989. Let's go. Pawn into the middle. Knight comes out. Other knight out. This guy's trolling. Well, let's get those trades in. I'll probably take the full center here. I feel pretty good about that considering he hasn't made any effort, right? Let's castle. Bring the knight out. We'll obviously get our snorkel going here. There's the, tale as old as time. Okay. Bring our rook in. That's obviously a capture. Our knight needs to move. The center is not exactly waiting for us, so I guess we've got to do this. Bishop there. Queen out, right? And then obviously the rook coming over. Right into the middle. King to d8. My friend, are you okay? Let's hit him with some of the good stuff over here. Boom, boom, boom. The knight comes in. Just keep hitting him. RPM, random pawn move. Knight is hitting the rook. I guess kind of the only move we have. Knight back. Let's finish up our RPMs here. We got some more in the middle of the board as well. Knight's going back. I mean, we're just a little bit of everything here. RPMs. Random pawn moves will take us home. He's back in here. I'm trying to understand what the lad is up to here. Trying to just keep improving our pieces here. This knight had to move, so unfortunately it's not in a great spot here. I'd like to bring my rook back, but this knight's kind of in the way, so let me centralize my queen and see if we can remove that thing, and we can. Very nice. Okay, queen being hit. Let's stay very central, like literally in the center. Goes back here. I think we can get our rook over, right? In the center of the board, looking good. This knight bothers me. It had to move away from a great square, so that's probably my next piece to adjust. It is in the center, but I feel it can be doing a little bit better here. Something like this, for example. Hitting some central squares, so let's go ahead and do that. A queen trade. Oh, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. What are we going to do now? I guess maybe double up. In the center. Also, king into the middle, right? We can feel pretty safe about bringing our king in at this point. Let's double up. And I like the king. Seems like a good idea. No queens on the board. You already know. King in to the middle. Smartest thing you can do for yourself. Perfect. Okay. Knight's being hit. Where can we go? Center. I guess this is kind of the most central move we have. Pieces keep getting hit here. Center again. Looks like this is the most central move we have. So we'll go for that. Okay. Bishop check to our king. Well, that's quite the little maneuver there. All right, well, let's stick in the center here, of course. Okay. Got to do the thing where you click every piece. Well, we've only got one dot, so here we go. It's the click every piece technique. There's literally only one move. We're forced to play it. Okay, we got some options now. Let's stay in the center. Jeez. The forced moves are always brutal. Our king's in the middle. Let's try to get some knights there to help out as well. Knight into the middle. Let's go. Alright, he brings the bishop back. Can improve this knight as well. See if we can. Don't mind that. Bishop to b5, and well, with our hawk-like vision here, we're able to spot this nice fork right here. Beautiful. Okay, knight's being attacked right here. Time to move that thing. Can't really go into the middle. I think we'll just go here. Central move. Stays eyeball in the center. Hasn't been the easiest game for us so far. There was a point where we almost had no moves. That was quite uncomfortable. But this looks, it feels like we're back on the wagon here a little bit. This, we just, start taking some pawns. Let's go back in the middle here. It's safe in the middle. Okay, we got to run away. We got to run away, which means same idea as usual, right? Let's stick that rook in front and then maybe just send the king after it. This is pretty much the plan every single time there's a runaway pawn. Rook in front, and then just go put pressure on it with your pieces, with your king, whatever. Okay, we take that. Can return to the center of the board here. It's a great spot to be. So check. Yeah, let's be central. We're in the end game. Our king is active. We're up a piece, right? Because our opponent's king hasn't done absolutely anything the entire game. King in the middle. Of course, you got your RPMs, but you want to attack your opponent's pawns with your pieces. So let's see what we can do, right? Just find your opponent's pawns, attack them. That's really, really all you can go for. Okay, brings the king or the rook there. Guess we can continue with a few RPMs here. Oh, he moved his king. It was move 53, but he did move it. Oh, let's take that free bishop. Thank you. Oh, okay, we'll take that piece from you. We'll go ahead and take that and see if we can just pick up the remaining pawns, right? That's what it's all about. Friendly. We got a free piece, and then he handed us the rook for the knight at the end. I mean, we'll take that. Can't complain. And then the guy, when we have 11 seconds, he doesn't even stick around to make us mate. It is insane. These guys have lost their mind. The fact that you wouldn't play that on is mind-blowing to me. It makes no sense. This is why you guys are low-rated. You're leaving like 400 points on the table here. Lifetime, people in this very chat have probably left 400 or 500 points on the table. If you add them all up. This is insanity. It has to stop. Leaving the game, resigning the game, it's madness. You think a 900 should be trusted with 10 seconds on their clock? I've had sometimes 4 seconds on the clock and the guys resign. Huh? Please tell me, if you're going to take away one thing from this series and you only have the capacity to take away one thing, just don't resign. Let that be the one thing. If you could only retain one single thing, let it be that. We're just shy of the big 1K. Just shy. But what rating are we right now? Everybody say it with me. What rating are we right now? That's right. We are a 900. We are a 900. Don't think that you're a 1,000. You're not. We are a 900. Don't trick yourself. Don't fool yourself. You're not worth more than 900. We might be 999, 996, 99, whatever. You're 900. Don't let your head inflate. You're not a 1,000 yet. You only get to call yourself a 1,000 if you are a 1,000. Let's see if we have that privilege. Ooh, only one of us can make it. May the best man win. Bring the knight out. Pawn's in the center. Knight comes out. We're going to get our other knight out, of course. 2 knights, and then the bishop comes. So we have our next couple moves mapped out here, right? Feeling pretty good. Comes the bishop. Also, the way my opponent's playing is definitely making me think, well, first of all, let's make that trade. But the way he's playing is definitely making me feel confident about taking the full center here, right? There's no reason that we should just play this when this is fully available, well protected, no issues. Okay, let's get that trade in. We want to get castled. Okay, he's going to hit our knight into the center. Knight needs a square here. I'm thinking central. I know you might be looking at that, but believe me, I only have eyes for this. It's in the center. Looks safe to me, right? Looks safe to me. Okay, pawn to g5. It's move 10, and our opponent has not moved a piece except the rook. The rook took back on g8. So to be honest, he wouldn't have moved a piece if I didn't make him, right? I think that's fair to say. If we didn't sit him down and say, hey, take back on g8, move a goddamn piece, I don't think he would have. It's pawns only for this guy right now. All right. This is out. We need to move our bishop. Can we do that? Nah. We're kind of like, don't really have a great square. We're looking at the rook. And of course, we've got our snorkel. It looks safe to me. Doesn't look safe anymore. Okay. Good talk. Good talk. Well, I have no more space for the bishop. So I'm kind of stuck doing just this. Like it's not a move that makes me too happy, but obviously capture there. Okay, the knight needs to move. Center, center, center. Nothing available, which means we're kind of stuck with this. So here we go. Okay. What can we really do? I feel like the knight is so bad right here, but I don't really know how to do it better. So I guess maybe queen up. Like knight could go here. That's one thing. We have our rook coming into the middle, just trying to like complete everything all at once. And bishop's hitting our queen. I think it's time to bring that knight out. It has no future over here, sadly, and at least this is the center of the board, so I don't feel too bad about this. And now our other rook can even go there. So maybe it's not that bad. Not too shabby. No, something off about that. Huh. Something off about that one. Okay, well, we've kind of done everything. It's time for some RPMs here. Time for some RPMs. Okay, takes us. We'll definitely take him. Finish off some RPMs. Okay, queen here. Not really sure what the situation is. Queen there, and well, you know, could make the case here. You'd have a tough time arguing against the hawk-like vision of a simple discovered attack. You know, I'd be willing to sit there in court and defend it. Queen h5, and would you look at that? Simple discovered attack brings us to that free piece in the middle. We are ahead one piece now. But our guy is probably a little pissed off. Yeah. He's probably a little pissed off right now. Well, we can see where he's headed, right? We can see he wants to come all the way down there and mate us. I get it. I get it. I think at this point, we clearly need some defense. We can't go down swinging like this. I think there's been a case made. I see the appeal has already been filed, which means we're up against it. The appeal's been filed. No, the people don't want us to hit 1K like this. So we have to leave it up to the gods themselves. It wasn't our time, guys. It wasn't our time. We didn't deserve it. I see the appeal's been filed here, claiming knight f5 was too advanced. Yeah. Okay, I see you. You guys thought this was too much. You guys thought it was a little too much, eh? Okay. Okay. Knight f5, eh? I mean, it is a basic tactic. I thought we deserved 1K, but no, the call came from upstairs after video review. Knight f5, just a little too much. Flew too close to the sun there. You know, I think there's a case to be made that it is just a simple discovered attack, but really, it's a discovered attack. It's also a double attack. It's kind of two tactics in one. Would you guys have seen it? 900s, you know? We got to be honest here. Would you have seen it? I don't know. The pressure was getting to us. We went for a tactic. It's a close call. Close call. Ultimately, the call came in from upstairs. Video review said it's just too advanced. Wouldn't be the right way to hit it. Borderline. Yeah, you see? This would just have the people talking. Forever they'd say, habitual doesn't deserve his rating. We can't have that. Can't have that on our record. You know, we got to do it right. Some people saying it's not too advanced. Other people saying, you know what, it's above your pay grade. The fact that there's division amongst the ranks means there's no consensus. So I think we made the right call. And let's be fair. Attacks down the H file like this, how often do we survive those? Pretty much never. I mean, this is exactly the type of chess that does knock us flat. And Queen H2, a credit to him for noticing that the queen does cover H1. We had to flip a coin. If he hit us with Queen H1, I was willing to keep fighting. But clearly, Queen H2, I think he deserved it. And we'll just keep on going to the next one. Like I said, we're not giving up on the dream, but we just want to make sure we do it properly. Knight F5 a little too tricky. Yes, yeah, people are coming around here. Wooly Ewok, thanks for the 47. We'll get that new badge shine for you next month. Let's get back in here, guys. I truly think those H-file attacks, they get us more than they don't. This was not our game. We're playing Big Daddy, not Fatty. Got to lock in here. Big Daddy, not Fatty. Now, hang on a sec. If we play knight here, he plays knight there, and then gets knight here on us. Big Daddy is already trying to trick us. Hold on a second. We got to go here. Big Daddy, not Fatty is already a tricky one. Okay, get the knight out. Out comes the bishop. We're normalizing here. We're normalizing. Let's get the snorkel in. Okay. Take that back. Oh my god. Queen trade. Big Daddy, you shouldn't have. Let's castle here. Whoa, B4. Daddy, chill. Let's keep attacking the center here. Can't go into the center, not available. So I guess we've got this one. Best we can do. Knight to E7. Okay. Knight captures the center. We got to get developed here. So who are we kidding? Let's get that pawn up. Obviously 3 + 3 equals 5 + 1. Oh, Big Daddy. That could be a mistake, my friend. That could be a mistake. Let's get developed, right? Into the center. Need to swing our rook over. Our king, we don't need to necessarily tuck away. It's not a bad move, but, you know, the queens are off the board, so I actually like being close to the center here. Okay. Let's bring this rook in. And time for some RPMs next. Okay, bishop needs to move. Stay central here. Stay in central. RPMs. Sorry, I just got a pop-up here. End passing, special chess move. I ain't reading all that shit. All right, let's keep the RPMs going. Like I said, let's keep the RPMs going. Knight c4. Perfect. With my hawk-like vision, I'm able to see this great move right here. Knight takes here. Okay, well, 3. Okay, so 3 points. And here we get 5 points. But if we get 5 points, we lose 3 points. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 is less than 3. Okay. Gotta move this bishop here. What can we do? Not sure. Let's stay central. Finish off that RPM right there, and let's see what we got. We are in an endgame. Okay, gotta move this bishop again. Damn. It's like no squares to move this damn thing. Back here, I suppose. Okay, I guess we'll attack the center here. I'm almost running out of squares for this bishop. Rook here. I guess we can take this. We're in the end game. You know, attack your opponent's pawns, take them, try to get your pawn ready to go there. Oh, nice. Got a fork here. Pardon me. We do not have a fork there. Fourth quarter. Looking tough in here. Just going to drop back and hit him with the Hail Mary all the way. He's never going to see it coming. Never going to see it. There's no way he spots this. He saw it immediately. Okay. He saw it immediately. It's probably the first thing he considered. Well. Yup. Get out of the pin and maybe get a fork on him. Yeah. How about it, bud? Man, not quite, eh? Where can we put this thing? Like, trying to go in the center, we just can't. We could try this. I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of stuck at this point. Okay, we'll go into the center. Hey, what are you doing over there, huh? What are you up to over there? Where are you going there, pal? Yeah. What are you doing, huh? What do you say to this? I'm just curious, because this guy has been nothing but the best. And you know what? If I'm going to go down, I want to see a good number out of him. Let's see. What can you really do here? Big Daddy, not fatty? Okay, he's going to take every single one of my pawns, and we regret everything. We regret everything. Hey, you know, I can push. I can push that. Don't mind if I do. All right. Is there... So you're saying there's a chance? So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, we take that. Problem is, we don't have any... Oh, my goodness. Oh. Wait, we're against Big Daddy, not Fatty. We got to get our pre-moves going. All right, I've got my guys down here. You've got your guys over there. Little capture the flag, no problem. Oh, we'll take that queen. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Appreciate that. Rook in front here. We got to go back to our pre-move game. Oh, apologies, that rook is being hit there. Sorry, I missed it the first time. My bad. Got to take this, right? It's important here. Okay, make sure to centralize everything and just get some nice pre-moves going here. And I think we should be able to make this happen. Big Daddy is so fatty. The guy's so large and so in charge, we couldn't take him down, even with some pre-moves. I'd say that he deserved the win there. The better game was played by the better player. Guys, how many games have you won where you don't have any pawns? Think about it. Any? Have you ever done that? Even for myself, I can't remember that many. Almost none. If you don't have any pawns left, it almost doesn't matter if you have pieces because you're not going to win. Now, of course, you've probably won many games without pawns on the board. I hear you. But you probably promoted. Most likely promoted. Or you were just up so much material, they didn't need it. But it's really, really uncommon. It's really uncommon. So, honestly, we didn't stand a chance as soon as our pawns disappeared. Even though we got his rook for it, nothing. Nothing. The guy destroyed us, if you think about it. I thought that we were smooth sailing here. But just the way it went here, thought we had a tactic on him. It all switched around. And amazingly, even though we had the two pieces for the rooks, he was just better the whole way. And realistically, a guy that sees this, what are we supposed to do, right? What are we supposed to do? So I would say yet again, another deserved loss. It's just, I feel like I lost 2 games losing to a username like that. That hit me different in ways I didn't expect. We tried to get it done with habits. Again, couldn't take out the fatty. It's okay. That's okay. We're at 980. Thought he played well, right? Apart from the beginning where he, 2 pieces for the rook. What mistakes did he make? Not too many. So yet again, despite our best efforts to, pull out every possible pre-move in the game, he was not going down. And I respect it. I respect it. Even with that, it wasn't enough to take him out. On to the next one. Here we go. Into the middle. After playing a username like that, my goodness, I'm rethinking things. Let's take. Now, I have played the fuck me opening way too many times. We are going to nip that in the bud and go right here. Right? Because our bishop can't develop to any of those squares. So we already know for a fact it's going here. So rather than bringing my knight out first, I'm just going to start with the pawn and then bring the knight out. It's one little alteration, but instead of my bishop, not being out here, I know it has to go here, so no need to put it there right away. I can start with the pawn, then the knight, then the bishop, and get castled. That's a capture. That's a castle. Oh, that's a trade as well. No problem at all. Bishop needs to move. Get into the center here. We got a snorkel coming, rooks to the middle, and we know exactly what we're doing here. Absolutely loving it. Okay, pawn there. Don't really know what that's all about. Get our snorkel in. Okay, I guess that's going to be a trade for us. Bring our rook into the middle. Okay, I'd like to bring this other rook, but obviously we can't quite get there, so I'll just settle for rook to c8 instead. He brings the bishop to the middle. I think it is time for some RPMs. Okay, bishop back. We'll just continue with these. He might be stacking the rooks here. We're just going to continue RPM style. Okay, rook over here. What can we do here? We've got our RPMs out. Rooks are doing decent. This is where I would start thinking about like stacking the rooks or pieces into the middle of the board. So let's put a knight in the middle. We can't go to that one, so let's go here instead. Okay, the king comes up. Yeah, don't really know what our next move is going to be, but let's stack them up. Stack the rooks. Can't be a bad idea. Okay, bishop takes. I guess we're just, finish off this plan of stacking the rooks together. Okay, takes there. I think we got enough firepower here. Does make the most sense with the way our pieces are all arranged. Okay. All right, we are in the end game. I would say we're sort of approaching that point where we want to start getting our king in. So we'll take our opponent's pawn. Oh, we'll definitely trade. Take that. And I think it's time to get to the center. Okay, firmly in the center. And obviously when we've got that runaway pawn, got to get in front of it. Let's see, what can we do here? He brings the rook over. So we can use our king. We can't really take it right away. But we can certainly bring our rook back and basically do exactly that. So I'm looking to hunt this pawn down. He's looking to keep it. Just two guys at an impasse, you know? Keep the king in the middle. He was fortunate because one way or another, his king was just already out there. You know what I mean? So normally I feel like his king would be there, but okay. Trade that one there. Take his queen. Okay, we'll bring our king into the middle. Oh, little trade ski. Ooh, he's not interested. Not interested. But he's trying to get us from behind. Bet you didn't see this one, pal. Gotcha. Okay, you saw it. All right. Well, into the center. Okay. He's kind of matching us there. Get our pawn up. I'm not really sure what we're getting up to here, but I guess we'll keep moving the pawns. Oh, that's a trade. We go for those. We go for those. And what can we do? Let's bring the rook to the middle. little defense here. I'm hanging out in the center of the board. It feels like the place to be right now. Watching over this pawn. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Okay, king in the middle seems to be the good move. Not really sure. I'm just gonna hang out in the middle right now. Attacking our pawn. Just go back and defend here. I don't know. Work over here. We be middling. Oh. Okay, he's we can't move our king in the middle anymore. But we can move our rook there and offer a trade. That looks pretty nice. Okay. Let's make sure we defend our pawn. We're not going to lose pawns. We lost the pawn. Okay, into the middle here. Ah, okay. Same move again. Oh, offer a draw, of course. We have no moves in the middle here, unfortunately. Okay, get over to the side of the board. King into the middle. What can happen here? I feel the time. Times go. I heard the mariachi sound. Let's take that. A trade. A trade. You know me, buddy. Hey. No. Not like this. No. No. You're not doing this to me, are you? Please. Buddy. Be kind here. Be kind. Let's trade. I'm sticking with you. I'm sticking with you. We have to. 0.4 seconds. We need to stick with it. This is the... Wow. Keeping our stick firmly on the ice. Incredible stuff. You're not sure 900 would have gotten the draw. See, there's a guy that just doesn't understand the circle. You're sitting there saying, you know what? That doesn't look realistic. A 900 drawing that. And you know what I say? Flip the board. That doesn't look realistic. A 900 winning that. Glass half full, glass half empty. You know? You don't see me drawing it, I don't see them winning it. And that's why we play on. You guys are so worried that I'm using some voodoo magic. None of you are looking at the other guy. There's another player in this game. They're also 900. And if you don't trust me to make the draw, you think, there's no way a 900 should be making a draw there. Look at yourself. You've already missed the point. You have to be thinking there's no way a 900 should be making a win. Based on what we've seen, that stands to reason, right? No one has done anything in the 900 category to make them trustworthy. I think that can be said for sure. We haven't seen anything that makes me go, oh yeah, no, I should be resigning against them. Yeah. So, if you don't trust me, you shouldn't be trusting them. Frank Rutten, thanks for the 90 months. Dankjewel, Frank. And hello and welcome. We have a new sub from Cash Carbon. The best part about that is we got 2 new influxes of cash right there. Beautiful. The best transaction. Jumeri, 45 months. Thank you, buddy. 45, 4 years upcoming. The sub badge awaits you. We are at 980 still. An unbelievable save. Let's continue. Pawn in the center. The knight comes next. The other knight follows. This isn't craziness, right? We know about this. The 2 knights. We are 980. We've played hundreds of games. And for the first time, congratulations to our opponents for finally playing this move. The first time in the entire series. Well, the guy's giving me a free piece. What a doofus. Oh, interesting. Guy's playing d5. Well, I can't take it because that would be a sacrifice. So, I have to move one of these pieces. Clearly. Well, got to move this bishop and still hit the center. This moves in front of that pawn. We can't do that. So, well, I guess we're going here. All right. Knight. Fuck me, I guess. All right, and back to it. Please trade with me. This is going to save me. Nothing that a trade won't fix. We've got our knight out. We're castling. We're all good again. Nothing wrong with this position, ladies and gentlemen. Knight into the middle. Don't mind if I do. Castling? Absolutely. Snorkel? You got it. Bishop development? To the center. You guys already know my next moves, right? Not that difficult. Rook to the middle. Oh. Sorry, what was that? Oh, you didn't even want to stay to see the aftermath? Get him out of here. These guys, they drop one thing and they're out. Peace, see you later. This is the thing that doesn't make any sense. It never will. So him and me, we're both 900. He loses a piece. So he's not, are you with me? He's 900, he loses a piece. But I'm 900. So I can also lose a piece. Like imagine in a sports game, both sides are capable of scoring, right? Both sides. So one team scores first. Does the other team just say, well, they scored. I mean, no chance we score now. They scored. So, huh? It's chess. Just like sports, someone's going to score first. It's not always going to be you. It's ridiculous to think that it will be. But if you're going to leave after one goal, I mean, be no point in playing. Suit everyone up. Oh, they scored first. Okay, pack it up, everyone. GG, well played. And to top it off, we didn't even take it. He's putting faith in me to never lose a piece for the rest of the game, but he's also putting faith in me to take it. I haven't even taken it yet. I would not trust a 900 further than I could throw him. I haven't even taken the bishop. Insane. We're at 988, and I mean, we're not slowing down. These guys are just resigning like it's nothing. Matt Schlatter, thanks for the new Prime sub. No, just new sub. Reaching into the wallet. Appreciate it. Deep Pockets Matt. And Angel Baby 97. Welcome in. Okay, let's go. Pawn into the middle, right? We've been here before. That's a capture. Immediate. Knight out. Hitting the queen, right? We've seen this before. Our knights are out. There's the bishop, right? Pawn up, castle. Of course, we have our snorkel coming as well. Okay, let's get that snorkel in. Work into the middle. Got our bishop coming out. Of course, those ones are not available, so it's going to be hitting the center, yes. Okay, time to move our queen. Get our rook over. I think this is a fairly standard position so far. Knight to the side of the board. Nobody cares. And take that one back. Ooh, he moves to the side. He really doesn't want to trade with me. His idea of a trade is losing a center pawn, getting forked, and then losing a piece. It would be rude to turn down such a hospitable invitation. Queen e3. Let's take it. Let's take it. Rook d1. No, doesn't look quite right. But we have something lined up here. We have something lined up here. So let's hit him with a tactic. Let's hit him with a tactic. We might hit him with every single tactic this game. You know, we might hit the grand slam on him. We hit him with a fork so far. Now a discovered attack. Okay. Let's, first of all, thank you. Okay. We'll move the queen. Can't really go into the center, so we'll just kind of attack the center, be nearby. Don't know what we just witnessed there. There's a trade available, so I'm going to be looking for it. Knight d2. The power of taking free pieces compels me to take free pieces. Why is my hand shaking? It's the power. It's surreal. I just had to take it. Unbelievable. Crazy. Shocking. Nobody could win that game in chat. Unbelievable stuff. Never seen before here. This is high class stuff. Nobody can replicate this. $900s. You need to understand. The chess we just saw from this, like, this guy is your emergency contact. For real? And you're telling me that you're ready to give up a game against a 900 after seeing this? Never. Never again. How could you? With a clear conscience. Bonsai Gaming, 85 months, tier 3. Thank you, buddy Bonsai. We're at 996. We have another shot at greatness. We just need another player like that guy. Seikas, you're exactly right. He's not a bad player. I mean, if he played like this every game, he wouldn't be 900. We know that. So, of course, you're right. He's not a bad player at all. But if he's even capable of this level, it means you should always play on. You should never resign, because you never know when he's capable of just playing at this level. Even if he's ahead a bunch of pieces, he could still drop them. The way he was dropping pieces here, it can always happen. So once someone shows you what they're capable of, it's a good reminder that they're capable of it. So why resign? It's possible. The lows are low. Guys, we need a tight circle for this one. Huddle in. This is a big game. Let's suggest the moves together. Let's lock in here. If we all agree on the moves, we'll feel good going forward. We can't lose if we're all together. Okay, I'll start us off here. We feel good about this one. Next. It's the knight. We know it. Every time. Next. Yes, it is. Knight c3. Not to be mistaken. Knight f3, knight c3, controlling all the center squares. Thank you very much. Bishop out. What's the next one? The habits. This is just machinery, clockwork. Bishop out. We want to castle ASAP. I don't care about you over here. He takes us. Let's take him. How do we take? Where's the center? Capture towards it. Is that towards it or is that towards it? Can you say backpack? This one. Next. Castle, ASAP. We don't need to do anything but get the hell castled. Bishop out. Anybody? A perfect time for a snorkel. We even get to attack the guy on the way. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, what comes next? What do we need that we don't have here? What do we need that we don't have? We need to develop the rest of our pieces. Those suggesting d4, don't feel bad. Fine suggestion. But we have some circlers that are not at that level. So in the interest of having everyone in the circle feel comfortable, we're playing d3. Now we got to get this out. No, no. Ding, ding, ding. What comes next? Rooks to the damn middle. Rooks to the damn middle. He takes us. Let me help us out. We take it, of course. I think I got this one. We all agree, hopefully, majority. Take it back. And look at that. That wasn't too hard, was it? We're out of the opening now. We're going to conclude bringing our rooks to the middle, and look at us go. I'd say we did a pretty good job as a team. Rooks are in the middle. Our PMs are flowing. It's time to maybe bring our king in. It's an endgame after all. RPM, king to the middle. I like what I'm seeing here. Takes. Okay, RPM. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hit all the RPMs that you can. Bishop being hit. Let's go central. Bishop being hit again. Okay, I see a pawn we can take here. Don't mind if I do. Okay, bishop being hit again. Ay. Dude, lay off me for a second here, why don't you? Lay off. Okay, we got trades to make. No hesitation. No hesitation. Trade. We got our king in the middle. Oh, that's another trade. Absolute. Oh, okay, rook in the middle. Getting another trade. Don't mind if I do. Bishop needs to move. Center's not available. Okay, here. Still hitting the center. Pawn goes up. You guys know we got our king in the middle. Pawn's going up. Time to use this rook. Let's get it involved. Attack some of our opponent's pawns. We've done pretty much the most we can with our king. Time to get the rook involved. Just pick some pawns and just like chase him like a dog. I mean, they can't run from the rook. I'll always be there, buddy. You just have to think of it that way. Pawn to c5. Okay, don't know what you're up to, pal, but I'm taking here. Attacking my bishop. Don't worry, I got a nice space here for myself. Knight goes back. I'm not seeing it here. Okay, let's start pushing, I guess. Gonna move our rook here. Okay, push. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, send it. I'm a simple guy. Push that pawn, baby. Rook's hit. Move out of the way, offer a trade. Brought the rook in, chased around a pawn, took it, and just pushed a pawn. That's it. It's literally it. Our king's in the center of the board. What's our opponent's king doing? Oh, what's that? He's a 900? That's right. It's doing absolutely fucking nothing. It's sitting there. It hasn't moved the entire endgame. Okay. Let's take. We got a free piece for ourselves. All right. Let's take this. Shall we rinse and repeat? I mean, I took a pawn. Now I can push this one down the board. Like, I'm basically doing the exact same plan. Like, okay. Well, our bishop can't. Yeah, our bishop can't. It can't. Okay, we'll stay in the center here. Oh my god, chess is so difficult. It was push pawns, guys. Come on. You can do this. It's not that difficult. Check. Let's stay central. Got that queen in. What comes next? Try to take my opponent's pawns. Maybe centralize. There's a pawn here. I think we'll just grab it. Okay, bringing the king in a little bit. That's fine. Can't really take any of the pawns right here. Let's start with a check and see where he goes. Okay, I'll bring the queen into the middle. Doesn't look bad at all. And maybe start taking our opponent's pawns. Okay, rook here. Let's happy little accident there. Rook here. Offer him a trade and deal with this little momentary threat that our guy has. Buddy, you're not... I don't know who you think you are, but I am. Okay. 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 Get the RPMs going. Oh, would you look at that? Perfect. Not upset. All the way. And we finally hit it. 1,000. It's gonna be 4 digits for us. We made it. And it feels good. Welcome to the club. Man, it feels good to be a circler. There's no 5 digits. Magnus Carlsen has 4 digits. We're in the same league. (1004), ladies and gentlemen. The habits. We are only on level 2. Only on level 2. Some of these games, you're just doing yourself a disservice by overcomplicating. It is that simple. You guys played all these moves with me. I didn't have to, I mean, you guys know them. I don't have to convince you. Bishop out, rook to the middle. Trade everything. You're in an endgame now. Rooks to the middle, random pawn moves, king to the center, right? Of course we trade. Random pawn. Went to the center. Okay, here we grabbed a pawn. Went back, continued with trades. Went here. He could have taken us. He didn't. That's fine. And then, hey, your rook is like the shepherd, you know? Just at the end, You're in an endgame, use your rook, attack some of your opponent's pawns, and just chase him down. You'll always be able to catch him, right? He's going to have to defend them with a piece if he wants to really guard them. Because if he just tries to run away, I mean, your rook's just going to chase him down, or your king. In this case, our king couldn't really, couldn't really make it into the center, couldn't really go that far. So we decided to just go with our rook, brought the rook in, and then the dog always gets the bone in the end. Our king's in the center. You guys are sitting here laughing at my bishop, saying, oh, we're down a piece. You have to start viewing the king as a piece in the endgame. If you're not moving your king, it's as dumb as this bishop right here. We can all look at this bishop and see it has no future. Ha ha. But you should be laughing the same way at the king. If that king is out part of the game here, it's like a 3-on-1. But it's not. Our opponent, it's like the king doesn't exist. Huge problem. By the time you went to collect that thing, we have another queen on the board. I'll trade that any day. If you don't understand yet that activating the king in the endgame is super important, then I don't know what to tell you. You need to review your notes. The king is everything in the endgame. Even just having your king here versus here makes a big difference. Pass pawns can be caught. The rook could have probably got behind our pawn if our king was over here. So many reasons why just this king, way different than this one. If this king even took just one goddamn step in that direction, like if he activated towards the center, which you guys would do if you were playing black here, I know you're down a piece right now, but maybe you have this idea, but you would never do that before bringing your king to the middle. I know that's the case. You wouldn't be playing stuff like, look, he made one king move. I got a pawn that's going all the way. And this guy's refusing to bring the king even just moderately towards the center. Insane. You guys wouldn't make that mistake, surely. And look at him. Yeah, now the guy's moving his king. That's because you have to. It's because it's all you've got left. That's not when you want to be moving your king for the first time.